Beautiful. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting right away. And I'm going to start by introducing myself to you. Myself, or my name, remains my humble self, Coach Vera. And I'm super excited to be the anchor for tonight. I'm super excited to be the one to, behind the camera that will be sharing mind-blowing pieces of information. Mind-blowing pieces of information. Now, why do we need to share this information? Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is information age. This is the age where anybody that is not informed is deformed. This is the age that does not take any excuse. Okay, I came from a poor background, and as such, so, no excuse. Okay, I didn't have the kind of education I was meant to have. No excuse. My parents were so poor, my parents died when I was small. No excuse. You know why? Because God has made this era. All right. So God has made this era so beautiful, so amazing, so much so that even the things that we paid millions, even the things that you pay so much money, even the thing that spent so many years to learn, today, from the comfort of your home, from a little gadget in your hand, you can learn those things and even learn more. That is why you have attended this meeting tonight. You are in this Zoom room tonight, free of charge. Yes, because this is the era, this is the most beautiful time to live. A time where impossibilities have been deleted. A time any limiting factor has been destroyed from the lives of any, because right now, from the comfort of your home, you have access to everything. You have access to everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this night, we are going to be looking at some information that we are lacking, that has made it possible for us to be where we are. I want us to follow through, because I want to believe that you and I, when it was first day of this year, 2026, I know that there were a lot of high hopes. There were a lot of big dreams. There were a lot of resolutions. There were a lot of prayers. There were so much. The atmosphere was so exciting. But right now, we are almost halfway gone. In a few days from now, we'll be halfway gone. And for so many people, they have long forgotten all those things that made them, really excited. They have long forgotten. Right now, what they're dealing with now is the realities on ground. And most of the time, you don't, because you don't know the reason why things are the way they are. It is very difficult for you to even know how to navigate it, or how to move forward. That's why today a lot of persons are on the same spot. A lot of persons have remained on the same spot for some good decades of their lives. Because I don't know whether you are aware. Trust me, the things that will make you who God has made you to be, it is not easy for you to come by. I mean, it's not easily come by. Like, that's why you cannot even come by it, even after you have paid so much money going through the school system. But if only God can, remember you to the extent that you are able to, come across the kind of thing that we'll be sharing with us tonight, trust me, you will experience a rapid turnaround. Ladies and gentlemen, why am I saying this? Because that was exactly how my own saving grace came. How do you mean, Coach Vera? Yes, I went to school like every other person, to the glory of God, after my parents struggled so hard to send me to school. Because in their mind is that once they are suffering because they did not go to school. So in their mind, if only I can go to school, I will not be able to suffer. You know that the dream, the prayer of every parent is to make sure that their children, get better than them. to make sure that no matter how much they suffered, that their children get better. That's why, that was my case. My parents struggled so hard to send me to school. It got to a point I had to ask, Daddy, Mommy, why are you struggling so hard to send me to school? What exactly is the reason behind all this struggle? And they made me to know that they are struggling because they didn't go to school. So it simply means that they are struggling to send me to school because they don't want me to suffer the way they suffered. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I had to put in every effort to make sure I come out with good grades so that I can get a good job, hoping that once I get that good job, it will be bye-bye to poverty. It will be bye-bye to lack and want. It will be bye-bye to that terrible thing called poverty, that disease called poverty. Ladies and gentlemen, and then my journey began. 2 decades along the line, I worked so hard at my job. I loved my job. I worked my job with passion. I put in every effort. I will leave so early. I will return back so late. Sometimes I work Saturday, I work Sunday because I love my job. But I hated one thing. I hated the fact that despite the way I was working so hard, I was still struggling financially. I hated the fact that I will leave my God-given children so early, return back so late, growing up in the hands of house helps, yet I was still struggling, financially. It got to a point that he began to give me concern because despite the fact that I got the job hoping that it will solve all my problems, it was not even solving any problem because the moment the salary is coming, it's already going. The moment the salary is coming, it's already going. So did I now come to this life just to keep starting every month? Every month. Now, look at it. You have a generator. Every now and then you start it, you stop. Start it. The lifespan of that generator will not last. That was my journey. It's what I can describe as what? Rat race. That was what I was on for almost 3 decades of my life. And I saw that if I did not do anything fast, I was going to return back to square one. That place where my parents did not want me to return back, I was going to return back there. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the struggle for a lot of persons. Your parents spend so much money, spend so much effort putting you through school. But at the end of the day, when you retire, you are retiring back to poverty. You are retiring broke again. Why? So because of my experience, you understand, I have decided to put together today, courtesy of this, amazing platform, what I'll be sharing with us, the reason why you are struggling, the reason why we struggle so much, the reason why your effort is never matching your result. That's what we're going to be going into today. Because trust me, when you don't understand the reason why something is happening to you, you are still very, very far from discovering how to overcome it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sure as I start, is there anybody here that is truly ready or truly desirous of being financially okay? Please, if you are that person, I would like to get number 1 from you. You want to get to a point in your life that at least your effort is matching your result. Not that you are struggling so hard, you are working so hard, yet you have little or nothing to show. That's a very big error. So we're going to be looking at the 4 ladders of value creation. First and foremost, you must understand that the amount of money that comes to you is dependent on the kind of value you have. And the kind of value you have, that is what determines what you bring to the market. And it is what you bring to the market that determines how much money that goes back home with you. So understanding where you are and how to get better, that is my duty tonight. The 4 ladders of value. By the time we are done, you'll be able to know why your finances is not matching your efforts. And if you are in that mood, please give me enough is enough as I start on this journey. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are 4 levels of value that anybody can bring to the market. Once again, all of us, we're all in the market. Everybody is in the market. Don't need to be a marketer before you know. If you are a salary earner, you're a business person, we are all in the market. Okay, so which level are you in the market? Number 1 is what? People that are called implementers. Who are implementers? Implementers are people who work so hard on other people's ideas. Implementers are people that work so hard implementing other people's ideas. These are majorly what? Employees. These are majorly artisans. Yes. What happens to them? They ain't just enough to survive. Just enough to survive. Yet they work until they die. They are always carrying out routine. There is nothing like leverage. It is their personal effort that is paying for whatever they have to pay for. Implementers, they are the hardest workers. They are the people that put in so much effort. For instance, if there is a construction going on somewhere, of course, you know the artisans, the people that will make the cement, all those things, they can be, you see them climbing up. How many times? They are the hardest workers. These are people they use to implement other people's dreams. And no matter how hardworking they are, no matter how hard they work, they are just going to keep starting life. Now, for the artisan, until every day, when they put in every effort, and then at the end of the day's work, they pay them. Tomorrow, they start again. Next tomorrow, they start again. Next tomorrow, they keep starting. Now, what happens when you are no longer able to start? They work until they die. They just keep carrying out a routine. And what is this routine meant to do? To help to execute the ideas of others, implementers. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to follow me and follow me. Anywhere you are right now, as I'm explaining, don't worry. Don't worry. First and foremost, I've been able to identify. Let me check the background. It seems, am I getting background noise? Okay. All right. So let's move to the second group of people, the second categories of people. These are the managers on the ladder. These are the second group of people on the ladder. Managers. Who are managers? These are people who supervise others. They manage systems. They manage people. Yes. They earn a little more than the rest. That is the implementers. They earn a little more. But trust me, they are still struggling. They lack financial freedom. They lack freedom in, no matter the ramifications, you look at it. There are 3 types of freedom: financial freedom, time freedom, and health freedom. Look, implementers and managers, they lack it. They earn a little better, but they lack financial freedom because they are also starting every now and then. At the end of the day, 30 days make one pay. You collect the pay, you start again. You collect the pay, you start again. Of course, with that formula, you can never solve your financial mathematics. No, it will never balance. Look, I am telling from experience, your financial mathematics will never balance if you are a manager, if you are an implementer. Why? Because you are just, facing big responsibilities. You don't have time. You don't have time for yourself. You don't have time for your family because everything you have is owned by that person that gave you that job, that person that hired you, that person you're working for. Are we together? It is that person that he puts a ceiling that, okay, in this month, this is how much you can earn. So even if you decide to kill yourself with more job, your earning is under a ceiling. You can never earn beyond that as far as you're on that job. And imagine, if you are in that kind of ceiling, it means that you don't have control. Don't have control. Are we together? Now, for these people, they work until they die. Why? Because they do not understand the principles of wealth creation. They are simply a tool in the hands of somebody to build the empires of the job givers. You are just a tool to be used to build a system. That is why no matter how hardworking you are, the owners of those jobs will never decide to say, okay, from today, you are now part and parcel of us. No. They work until they die. Managers only have final clothes. But they share the same problem with the implementers. Now let's move to the third ladder, or the third category of people. Communicators. Who are communicators? Ladies and gentlemen, my duty tonight is to let you know where you are and also let you know what is possible for you. I am not just going to identify the problem and leave you like that. That is why you must ensure that you are here till the end. If network throws you out, throw yourself back. And by the way, if your screen, what you are watching right now, if it is small, there is very simple thing you can do. Tap on your screen, use your 2 fingers and expand it. You'll be seeing everything I have clean and clear. Communicators share ideas, communicators share opportunities, communicators share knowledge, communicators inspire change in people, communicators empower others. Ladies and gentlemen, communicators build teams, communicators build communities, communicators build networks. Ladies and gentlemen, communicators work smart and they earn through impact. Somebody give me impact. They don't earn through their personal efforts. They don't earn through their, look at it, every single thing here, people, they share ideas to people, they share opportunities with people, they share knowledge, they inspire change in the world, in that system, that place where you are working. That your job is somebody's idea. Now you have been employed to be a tool so that the job can get better, so that the job can expand, so that many people can benefit from that. And that is what the owner of the job, giving out impact. But how about communicators? Look at it. It's clean and it is clear. Communicators build teams. They don't work alone. That's why they have job opportunities for people who don't, who are yet to understand some things, some financial principles, some financial rules and regulations. So they become a tool in the hands of those who have already understood it. Ladies and gentlemen, a communicator shares ideas, shares opportunity. He does not believe in only his effort. A communicator is someone that understands that his time is limited. There is a limit to what you can achieve as a human being. And I want to ask you, do you have mentors? Are there people that you want to emulate, or I want to be like this person financially? Then it is common sense that you should understand the principle. How do they make their money? Why is it that they are better than myself? Do they have 2 heads? The answer is no. So because of want of time, I want to believe that someone is following me right now. Like as I'm talking to you right now, my duty tonight is to make sure that by all means, whatever, terrible or area of struggle, okay, that you have been facing, my duty tonight is to tell you, is to let you know that you can come out of it. That's the communicator. For us Christians, you must begin to understand where I'm going to right now. Yes, because our Lord Jesus Christ, when he came to the world, he knew that the work before him is bigger than him. He knew that he cannot do it alone. He quickly and smartly got the 12 disciples to help him, and also to make sure that there is continuity. Ladies and gentlemen, that work you are doing today, what is the continuity in it? What is the continuity? If anything should happen to you today, can that job automatically move to your child? These are questions, very, very important questions that we should ask ourselves. But if you belong to this class, if you're a communicator, you have already not just understood that there are principles that govern wealth creation, but you have already begun to do what also applied. Imaginators, who are imaginators? These are people that create systems, they create ideas, they are global solution providers. Hey, I want to believe you are following me. This class of people, they don't chase money. They don't chase. Instead, it is money that chases them. Why? Because of what they know and because of what they do. These people, they build legacies that outlive them. These people understand the place, how important it is to God for you to take care of your next generation. But for an implementer and a manager, you have not even been able to take care of your own immediate family. And then, of course, we know the Bible is against it. We cannot have the image of God and not be able to take care of our next generation. Now, I want to shock somebody. Do you know that these people, these imaginators, they are only 1% in the whole world? They are visionaries. In fact, we call them the crazy, 1% crazy. So look at the summary of the table. Implementers, they are the greatest majority. What do? They work for other people's dreams to be actualized. They put in so much effort, but they have low income and there is no legacy. Somebody give me God forbid. Yes, please quickly type God forbid. Look at somebody that is working. Do you know that this class of people, they are the hardest workers? Some of them, there's no Saturday, there's no Sunday. God forbid. Now the managers, there are just few of them. That's why even in the banks or wherever, you see that there are just few managers. Yeah, implementers are so many. They are like the largest number. Now, the managers, they are just a little bit better than the implementers. But my dear friends, they still lack what? Legacy. They don't leave legacy. They don't have the ability, the power, the capability of building legacy. How about communicators? Look at it. Their impact is far bigger than them because they are always, the value they have is for others. They help people, they empower people. So their value is high, and as such, their result is high. Please, if you are still hearing me, give me value. Let me tell you, please, increase your value. I'm not telling you increase the number of hours you put, increase your value, increase your capacity. Because that's the only way you can build strong legacy. And then, of course, for the 1%, extraordinary people, these are people that create systems. Of course, you and I, you know that the importance of system is to solve people's problems. Right now, you are listening to me. If not that somebody created Zoom to solve the problem of what? Of distance, you and I, we will not be, we won't be connected here tonight. And do you know, are you aware that as far as we're on this Zoom, we are paying him money. Money is chasing him or her. The same thing with Facebook. The same thing with the bank. Do you know how much the banks make of you and I? Because they create system. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to show me that you have understood the power of system. Begin to type system. Because until you understand system, until you create system, your life will remain so hard and very, very tough. Until you create system, your life will remain so tough. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to take it further right now. Let's take it further. Many times we attend programs and they identify the problem is said, what is the way forward? Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I am super excited to share with you what I have titled, Leveraging What You Have Without Burning Out. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you have? You have a lot. You are a child of God. You are a system, if only you understand. You are a person of value. You are not ordinary. Please give it to me. If you are with me, give me, I am not ordinary. I am not ordinary, because that is my duty tonight, to let you know that indeed God created you in his image. God created me in his image to do so much. System. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by quoting this powerful guy, Alvin Toffler. The elitists of 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot unlearn and relearn. In the past, people, if we say this person is an illiterate, you know that person, he cannot read, he cannot write. But now, do you know that in this time and age, there are people who cannot read and write, but they are multi-billionaires. They are not illiterates. They did not even go to. So we are all educated. We are all educated right now. We have attained several, big degrees of education. But if you don't take time, you might as well be described as the illiterate of 24th century. Because if you are not ready to unlearn and relearn, you might as well be described as what? As an illiterate. Otherwise, tell me, why is it possible that professors, big degree owners or holders today in our world today, they end up working for people without degrees? I am not here to cancel, to condemn degrees. They are beautiful. I've already gotten some, and I'm trusting God to even get more. But I will make sure that I don't remain an illiterate even as a professor. What do I mean? If you cannot learn new things, if you cannot unlearn things some programmings that have been limiting us, that have made us, to be educated and poor. If you are not ready to trash those things, you will remain an illiterate. If you are not ready to relearn something that will help you to push your life forward, you can be described as an illiterate. So today's literacy, ladies and gentlemen, is no longer about your certificate to BICO. It is about what? Your sabi that will give you what? Tickets. It's sabi tickets. Today's literacy is no longer just academic, because if you carry that one on your head, you may be an educated poor man or woman, and we have them plenty today. We have them in our society, we have them everywhere. Too many educated poor people. Why? That is a very big error. Because trust me, if you look at the Bible, you'll see that rich people, wealthy people are always wise people. Look at Solomon. It is only one place that it was recorded that somebody was wise and poor, and Bible frowned at it. So please, my dear brothers and sisters, let us be that person that is educated and is also what is, your pocket is also educated. Don't be bragging. Like when I talk about certificate, like once again, I tell you, I honor certificate, but I want to let you know that because some people now, their greatest problem is the certificate they have. I'm an engineer, I cannot do this. I am a doctor, I cannot do that. That's the very big error. So let us quickly look at some of the principles that govern wealth creation, because I know that everybody here, we all want to be financially free. We want to acquire. Now, you must also understand that any form of freedom, nobody will come and give it to you on a platter of gold. No. It must be fought and won, either by you or by your forefathers. It must be fought before you win. So you that is here listening to me tonight, it doesn't matter whether your parents were not able to fight it. I am concerned about you, because after this night, you'll be able to look at poverty in the face and say, look, I wipe you away. I wipe you out of my generation. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 4 ways everybody can make money. Remember, I've already explained that money comes by virtue of what? The value you have. So if you have global value, of course, you make global money. If you have a mushroom value, you make mushroom money. That's why we pray, God, bless the works of my hand. What kind of work is in your hand? That is the kind of blessing that will be attracted to you. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 ways of making money is either you are an employee, you have a job. Of course, it means that your money making depends on your efforts. But if you are following me, you will have been able to understand that the people who enjoy financial freedom, it is not their effort that makes them money. So if it is still your effort that is making you money, that's a very big error. There's a very big error already. You can never get the right result by applying the wrong formula. So right now you are an employee. You are having the wrong formula right now. So follow me and follow me good. Now, how about self-employed? Self-employed, many of the time, employees end up becoming self-employed. Coach Vera, decode it, bring it down. Yes, many of the time, okay, like I'm a retiree now. You know what I'll do? I will go and get a shop. I'll open a shop, or that kind of a thing, maybe hairdressing salon, a chemist, pharmacy, or even in the market, and I'm selling something. At that point in time, you are self-employed. And if care is not taken, it is that your business that is that's what owns you. Because if you are not there, something goes wrong. If you are not there, you are not eligible, you cannot collect somebody's money because you are not there to give the value. That's another wrong formula that people apply, well, without knowing it. Bible said, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And the most annoying thing is that people that are here on this employee and self-employed, they are majorly the most educated part of the society. And that is why sometimes, okay, as self-employed, you have 1 or 2 persons that are helping you to run the business. But you know that if you look the other way, they will help you run the business down. So what do you now do? Everything about you is committed. You have wedding, you cannot attend. You have church, you cannot go. You cannot even rest. Yet, you are still struggling. You are going to market from Sunday to Sunday. because, the struggle continues. So if you are an employee and probably you lost your job, you now become self-employed, you discover, in fact, if not from now going forward, just understand that you are still on the same side of the divide. And trust me, these people on this side, they constitute the highest population. They are 95% of the global population. I'm talking of globally. This is a global study. It's not a Nigerian study. That's why some of our people that are Japa, they are out there. They have a job. It's not their result is not different. Forget the fact that the currency of that country is better than ours. That's the only thing. But trust me, the struggle is there. The struggle continues because you are actually applying the wrong formula to your finances. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are here, if you belong to this, what I've just explained right now, you are an employee or you are self-employed, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay? Even though they are the greatest majority, you must not belong there. No, you are not meant to. It's even fine and good. You even started on this left-hand side, employee or self. It's a good thing you started from somewhere. That is exactly the reason why somebody connected and you're able to connect. Congratulations. Because my duty tonight is to share a very, very simple way that you can actually do what? Change your life. Change the narrative of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's move to the right-hand side. This right-hand side, they are only 5% in the whole world, yet you and I, we know them. That's why today, if they ask you who is the richest man in the world, who is the richest man in the world? If I ask this as a question here, before I finish asking, somebody has told me Elon Musk. Is Elon Musk from your village? Why should you know him? Because there are only 5% of people like him in the whole world. That's people that are on the right-hand side. Now, you must also understand that these 5%, they are the ones controlling the 95% on the left-hand side. Who are they? They are big business owners who own a system. I have told us earlier, for you to be financially okay, you must own a system. Okay, how much does it entail to have a system, my dear? It's not moi, it's not beans, but thank God for what I'll be sharing with us tonight. Okay, so business owners, they understand the mathematics behind wealth creation and they apply it and it works for them. Not because they have two heads, not because they are more educated, not because they have 24 hours. No, it is because of what they know and apply. Ladies and gentlemen, we have big business owners. These are people that work with people, so they make more money through more people. Money. I mean, what is making them more money is people, not their personal effort. Yes, it's not their personal effort. Now, for investors, it is the money they have invested that is making them more money. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, enough should be enough for somebody here tonight. Maybe you came from the background that people are thinking that being poor being poor means that you are holy. That's why you hear people say something like, money is not everything. Did they tell you that money is everything? No. Nobody is here to dispute that. Money is not everything. But can I say something tonight? Money affects everything. Whether you are aware or not, money affects everything. So you have to be able to understand the principle that governs money. Even if you think you don't need the money, your children need the money, forget that thing. Forget it. Stop the pretext. You need the money. Okay? You need the money. And now you can never make the money if it is depending on your effort. If you are on the left-hand side, where 95% of the global population belong, I told you, you can start from there, but don't remain there. Now, if I will ask you right now, where are you in this divide? Are you on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side? Where are you? And even if you have been able to discover that, oh, no wonder I have been on the wrong side, which is the left-hand side, there is way for you. Even though you did not come from a wealthy family, like the kind of Dangote family, yeah, you can become the Dangote of your family. Once you can discover the principle and apply it. Are we together? So Right now, congratulations to you as I move you by the mandate given to me tonight from that left-hand side, because I know you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of remaining there. Every month when they pay salary, headache will come, high BP will come, because the money has lost value, because the money is not enough. You have only one source of income. Your money making depends on you. And you are paying how many people money? You are making money 30 days, make one pay, but you are spending money every day. These are wrong principles that we are applying, and we are hoping to get the right answer. That's why we have never gotten it. So now, this is the summary. Those on the left-hand side, they work alone. Meanwhile, those on the right-hand side, they duplicate. Somebody give me duplicate. Somebody give me duplicate. If you know you are following me, give me duplicate. Give me because until you can duplicate yourself, you are not living. You are just existing. Ladies and gentlemen, for us to bring this home, I want us to just do a simple arithmetic. Let me put it that way. Okay, so choose one. Very, very sharp. Choose one. Federal government is going to employ 2 classes of people by July. Don't go and quote me. I'm giving an example. I'm only giving an example, please. Now, they say that they are going to employ like people by July or June ending, okay? Now, 2 classes of people. The first class of people will be paid 1 naira, but that 1 naira will be duplicating in value for 31 months. But the second class of people, they are the executive people. We are going to pay them 300,000 naira for 31 months. Now, if you fall into this category, which one will you go for? Will you queue for the left or will you queue for the right? Please, quick, give me. If it is 1 naira, give me. If it is 300,000 naira, give me. Give me as we move forward. What will you go for? Will you go for 1 naira that duplicates for 31 months or for 300,000 naira for 31 months? And that will give you 9.3 million, a lot of money. But I still want to know, which one will you go for? Thank you, Dr. Adenuga. Dr. Adenuga says he will go for 1 naira. Who else? Which one will you go for? Yes. Is it that I'm not communicating well? Which one? Will you go for 300,000 naira for the next 31 months, or will you go for 1 naira? Only one person has answered me. Only one person has answered me. Is it that it's only one person that is listening to me or that is understanding me? Now, because of him, thank you so much, Dream Achievers Mentor. He says he will, no wonder you're a mentor. He said he will collect 1 naira. But that 1 naira will have the capability of doing what? Duplicating. Now, let me shock you why you should go for duplication. Let me tell you the reason why you should get tired of status quo. Myself, it is the wrong equation. It is the wrong formula you are applying. Because look at 1 naira that will duplicate for 31 months will give you 1 billion naira. But what if you did not know? You will go for 300,000. Yes, you will go for 300,000. Now, let me tell you, this is the problem of the poor. This is the problem of the common man. They want it sharp, now. Because they don't understand the principle. Are you aware that wealth is built over time, not overnight? Are you aware? This is it. This is what makes every billionaire you know. Ladies and gentlemen, all successful people have one thing in common. And what is that thing? Leverage. Leverage is what gives you power to duplicate yourself. Leverage is the power to make more money while working less and less. Do I have anybody that you want to just be working, just putting in a few, and you are making so much? And you are in this house. Give me leverage. Give me leverage. Because when you are not leveraging, you are just, you are a toiler. You are a toiler. You will, the result you are trying to get is too far. The more you are thinking you are getting closer, the more it's running away. That is why you see that people put in 35, 40 years of their life and they stay retired broke because they don't understand leverage. Ladies and gentlemen, let leverage work for you. You are not the one that is meant to be doing all the work. Do little and make more. Do little and make more. That is the way to go. Now, there are 3 ways you can build leverage. 3 ways. Is that you inherited it. So at this point, I want to announce, if you are from Dangote's family, please, you can exit at this point. Wolowos family or Tony Lumelo's family, all these people, if you are from Mark Zuckerberg family or Tony or Elon Musk family, right now, please, you can go. Somebody said it's echoing. I want to believe it's your network. Or is it the same with everybody? Please give me feedback. Yeah. So, if you know that you're not from any of these families, if you know that right now your family has not gotten name and you are here and you want to be that person that God will use to give a name to that your family, it's okay now. Beautiful. Thank you so much for the feedback. Okay. So, those simple ways you can inherit a system or own a system is either you inherited it. That is to say, your forefathers have already paid the price. Like Awolowo's family, after how many years that he has died, because he understood the power of leverage. I want to believe you know that he was a lawyer, very intelligent man. Okay? He killed himself. He built himself into Coca-Cola leverage system. And today, even as he has died how many years ago, even this moment, he's still making money for his family. And that's why I get angry in the spirit and I ask myself, if somebody that has died is fetching money for his family every second, why should somebody that is living be fetching money for his family every month? You see now, these are the errors. Now, the second way to build system is what? Through personal effort. So if you are like me, you see that time is not, they are up to 30, 40. And it's not even that you have the financial muscle to build a system. What is the next thing you should do? That's your personal effort cannot build you a system. What is the next thing you need to do? You buy yourself into a what? An existing system. Ladies and gentlemen, this was what God helped me to do some years back. Ladies and gentlemen, I told myself, if as I did not come from a rich family and I'm not able to build a system and I'm retiring already, why don't I buy myself into an existing system? Somebody give me system. You know why you need a system? System is stronger than Satan, please. Even if, no matter the kind of background you are coming from, and they say nobody will ever become rich, it's a lie. Just have a system and see what will happen. System is a destroyer of poverty. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations and welcome to an amazing system, a global system, a life-changing system, a system that is here at a time like this for people who are tired of working too hard and having little or nothing to show, or people that came from poor background or background that they are not too proud of, but they want to create the kind of background they are proud of, that even God is proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, this system economic designer is here for you. And what will this system do for you? It will give you a golden key to do what? Design your finance, design your future, and design your economy. These three things, that is what makes the difference. Because, for instance, you and I are in Nigeria today. You can complain from now till tomorrow. The price of this has gone up, but in the same economy, the same color of race, color of skin, they are living the best. They are living the best, the same economy, but different situations, different circumstances. Yes, because the circumstances are given birth by your choices and my choices. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick profile about this company. This company is already 20 years old. Don't bother about this 19 years because this slide is old. I need to change it. Because we celebrated our 20th anniversary April this year, okay? And in Nigeria, it's already 13 years plus. By October, we're going to be 14 years. And this system is a daily payout system that pays you money 7 different ways. That is to say, the system alone gives you ability to make money in multiple streams of income. It is a one-time lifetime international partnership. One-time lifetime. Please read meaning into it. Once you are a partner right now, it is for life. And once you're a partner in Nigeria, you are an international partner. And I want to ask you, you that will not get angry, because when I saw all this, I told myself enough is enough. Because how can I just get so comfortable to be or to remain a local woman? I should be able to go international, yes. So this is the business that will announce it to your generation, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a transferable system that gives you access to teamwork and mentorship. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with your best emojis, heart emojis, and your love emoji, welcome Economic Designer. Welcome Economic Designer to your life, to your home. What will Economic Designer do for you? It will design every single thing about you and your family. Yes, I am saying this from personal experience because this was the change, or this is the change that changed me. This is the change that changed every single thing about me. This is the change that God is using to beautify my life more and more and more and more. Thank you so much, Mr. John from Warri. Now, let me tell you how this system will beautify your life. Just like it's doing, it has done for like over 20,000 persons. We have 7 ways of paying you money. Because of Zoom time, as a matter of fact, just the very few people that are going to be very, very fortunate tonight, they are the one that I'm going to, or we're going to show the remaining 5 ways of making money. For the generality of us today, I'm just going to explain only 2 ways of making money. Okay? So, number 1 way of making money is this. When you connect people, you collect money. Before now, you connect people, you collect thank you. What can thank you do for you? That's why you have been collecting it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You connect somebody, they make money, and they tell you thank you. When I saw this, I said, my mumu don't do. The same me that is complaining, the same me that is connecting people, and I'm not making money. Now there is a system in place. Somebody give me system once again. There is a system that rewards you for doing the same thing you have always done free of charge. How does this system reward? Whenever you connect somebody to this system, we are going to pay you handsomely between 20,000 and 200,000 naira. Coach Vera, please bring it, decode it. Yes, we know when you see this opportunity, you are not going to keep it to yourself. Remember, it is now value that you have added to yourself. So when you give out the value, it brings more money to you. Please stop playing down on your financial life, on your monetary life. Stop treating it as second hand. Understand that money is as important as the air you are breathing. Treat it as such. Stop being less concerned. Stop being complacent. So you connect somebody to this system. Instead of telling you thank you, our thank you is that we're going to pay you either 20,000, 30, 50, 100, 150,000 naira or 200,000 naira just for doing, okay, for instance, now you share this Zoom link with somebody. You are not even the one talking. That is the power of teamwork. So another professional will present the opportunity to that person you connect, you gave the link with. Okay? The same way you keep sharing the T-Pain, how it's so strong and all that with people. You share the Zoom link and help somebody's life to change. What will happen? We will pay you. We will pay you as much as 20,000. Now you connected just 10 people. Do you know that you have earned 200,000 naira? And our own na talk na do. As they happen right now, you are getting your alert. It's not the kind of people that, hey, it's in my e-wallet. It's in your e-wallet and hunger is killing you. You have millions in e-wallet and you cannot withdraw it. This one is that you can withdraw it. Feel it. Your family will feel it. Now, assume, like me, an Igbo woman like this, you saw this opportunity and connected 10 people. Is it 10 people or 20 people? Yeah, 10 people, yes. That qualifies you to earn 200,000 naira. What will happen to you? You have made 2 million. So don't stay there and be saying Nigeria is hard. It's hard to make money. It's hard. These were the things they told us. That's why they say hard-earned money. People are no longer making hard-earned money. People are making smart-earned money. Please give it to me. Give it to me if you are relating, if you can connect with what I'm saying. Smart-earned money. You have worked so hard all these years. Begin to work smart because this is 21st century where smart people are making the smart money. Smart money. Yes, smart money. Like now, you are paying some smart money to the owner of Zoom, the owner of this would be smart money. That's okay. Now, let us even, what do they call money in your language? We call it ego. Ego. Smart ego. Smart. That thing that will make your life so beautiful. Be cautious of it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's one way of making money. Smart money. Stop making hard-earned money. Make smart money. Look at the word. You are using smartphone, but are not making smart money. Oh, smart owo. Thank you, Paulina. Smart owo, smart ego. Start making it going forward. Now, let me share the second way of, let me tell you that money making has become smart. Okay, first and foremost, for that person, I told you, I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for somebody or two persons who are going to grab this opportunity with two hands. Because for that, such a person, I am right now going to share with you how your life can change in 90 days, how everything around your life can change in 12 weeks. Please and please, don't let your mind deceive you. You have been doubting a lot of things. This night, you have to doubt your doubt. If you don't doubt your doubt will knock you off. If you don't excuse your excuses, your excuse will excuse you. Because what I am sharing with you right now has been existing for the past 13 years in Nigeria and 20 years globally. What does it do? How does it work, Coach Vera? Now look at it. That is now where you are applying the law of what? Duplication. The law of what? System. The law of, well, you know the law and you're applying it. Why not? The result will automatically come. Ladies and gentlemen, for you that is listening to me and you are going to say enough is enough, look at you. You are the one at the top. You must get to a point in your life that you take one decision that will change everything. That was what God helped me to do. When I saw this opportunity, it didn't look like what I love to do. It didn't look like my passion. But I realized that somebody like me, is it passion you need to look for or money? You know that is when you get money. That's when you have passion. But many times, the common man, we misunderstand this and we misplace it. Yes. So right now, we are going to work with you as a team. So look at you at the top. The first week after you connected with us, we are going to work with you. You are no longer working alone. Remember, it gives you opportunity to work as a team. So now, because you have a team, we will be able to explain to two people around you on your behalf how the system can also change their lives. Trust me, everybody wants better life. Oh. Everybody likes smart money. Forget that thing. Forget that thing. So the first week, you were able to do what? With our team effort, you connected two persons. Apart from the 20,000 up to 200,000 naira. We are not talking about that one now because that one depends on your effort. We are talking of the kind of result you make when you work as a team. That is why the first week you connected with two persons. We are going to pay you an additional 7,000 naira. That's a humble beginning. Coach Vera, is this 7,000 you have been talking like this? No, that's a beautiful beginning. Okay, now the second week, we're going to repeat the same process. Let me tell you, some people say, I was rich before, I get them before. Anything you did before that you cannot repeat is because you cannot duplicate it. It's because it depends on your effort. So we're going to take off the stress of you, work with you as a team. Because in the second week, those two people, you connected us with the first two people. The second week, we're going to work with those two people now to connect their own two. Then we will now pay you an additional 14,000 naira. Why? Duplication. Why? System. Why? Teamwork. Let's move to week 3. The same process will repeat. Week 4, week 5, week 6. That is why you see that every man that is wealthy indeed is not like last year. But if you compare last year and this year, they have already gotten richer. They keep getting richer. But for you to know that you are in the wrong place, the same amount they paid you this month, that's what they will pay you. Like where I was working, until you clock 3 years, you can never move to the next level as promotion. So you are earning the same amount of money for 3 years. How now? How now? Yes? How now? So now we're going to repeat the same process. You see, maybe you are a Zenith Bank worker. Or either staff or customer. If you are a worker, you know that there is a system, there's a procedure. Zenith Bank has a process, there's a way they work. So if you joined them 10 years ago, you are still going to meet a system, the same system. Are we together? So system is starting that is going to help you to change the narrative of your life. It will make things better You will work less. You will earn more because now you have what it takes to work with people. So until you begin to work with people, you can never walk far in life. The rich understand that. That's why they walk far. The poor don't understand it. That's why they can walk fast, though, but they cannot walk far. Ladies and gentlemen, just long story made short, the same process repeated in 12 weeks. We give you opportunity to connect with 8,190 people. You can't even do it till eternity. Let's assume, I don't know how many years you are now, but let's say Jesus comes in the next 60 years, you will not be able to personally connect to 8,190 persons. You won't. If you are doing it personally, except you are using social media. Okay? So now, how much will it translate to you in your bank account? 28.6 million, okay, 28.7 million approximately. I want to ask you once again, what effort did you put in? You just work with us to connect your phase 2. Now, just through this phase 2, 8,190 persons have been connected to your system from different parts of the world. And that will give you access to this kind of money. Friends, that will give you access to change of story, change of status, change. If you want change indeed, then you must do what change does. Change does not look at the hand of clock. A lot of us, you are held back because I did something like this before. It did not work. I did it. I am not good at it. I am not worthy. You understand? We are living in the past. I did it 10 years ago, 20 years. My brother did it. That is the problem of the common man. Now, are you aware that this system, for someone here that will say, oh, I want more, we are here. We'll give you opportunity to earn more. To earn more. How do you earn more? You earn more even though you are doing exactly the same activity. By doing what? By expanding or by having multiple partnership with us. You can have up to 3, you can have up to 7, you can have up to 15. Just yesterday, I came across somebody that has 61. 61. That's the power of what? Mindset. Now, that 61 means that in 12 weeks, there is the potential or the capability and ability to earn 28.7 million times 61. Will you compare him with somebody that earned it only once or 3 times? You understand? So the good thing that this system is here for everybody is for those that are poor, but they want to become rich or they want to become wealthy. It's also for those who are already wealthy to become wealthier, because stop staying and be saying the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. It will never change anything. Yes, because the rich have already tested being rich, and they know that poverty is a disease that they cannot afford to face. So they make sure when they see opportunity, they move with it. They carry on with it. Now, for someone that will say, I will not be able to do this in 12 weeks, we can also work with you in 12 months that you still achieve the same results. This is one beautiful thing about this system. It just works with you as you want. How much, for somebody that is tired of the kind of lineage you came from, you are tired of the kind of result. You have people around you have always. The simplest thing you need to do is say yes to system like this. And this is an amazing system. This is a system that has the common man at heart, because you can see our partnership packages. I've never seen something as beautiful as this. As low as 70,000 naira student package. You can do what? You can embrace this opportunity. Now, for somebody that says, oh no, time is already on my side. Don't let me say time is not on your side, but you want it faster. You want it better. You want bigger results. You can go for 3. Now, instead of paying 210 for that 3, you can actually take advantage of our promo, ongoing promo, our 20th anniversary promo, that you will now pay 130 instead of 260. Somebody give me amazing. Give me amazing. Give me amazing. Instead of paying something you will have paid 210, you are going to pay 130. Imagine, this is our associate package for people that want to, take their first step. We have executive package of 260,000 naira. So you are paying 260 instead of 490. Look at the kind of, if not a system like this, where else will you get it? That is for executive package, executive partners. Do you know what this means? It means that this result that you are going to get, you multiply it by 7, multiply by 3, multiply by 15, multiply by 31. Like I told you, a lady that multiplied her own potential by 61. We have founders package. Sorry, founders package. We have it. Okay, we have director's package of 500,000 instead of 1,050,000 naira. You use 500 to buy a brighter future, now that is cheap. Just like I know, that there's no business you can start in Nigeria today with 500,000 naira. Sorry, I'm trying to bring out the founders package of 1.3 million. Instead of paying 2.5 million, you are getting this opportunity with the maximum partnership mentality, maximum result, maximum. You will just pay 1.3 million. Instead of 2.5 million. Have you ever seen something like this? The answer is no. Ladies and gentlemen, as I round off, I want to let you know, success can never just find you. If you like, go and hide. Go and be, in fact, as a matter of fact, most of the time, why we remain where we are is because when we see opportunity, we're not even able to recognize it. Do you know that the future you create, your next 10 years, 5 years, will depend on your choices of today and your actions of today. So don't come and say it's because my great-grandfathers. No. You are the CEO of your life. You are the CEO of your life. Do you know that the good life you are lacking today is hiding in the things you hate to do? I thank God Almighty who helped and opened my eye, because already when I saw this, it didn't look like what I like to do. Look at somebody from a poor family. You are now seeing opportunity. You are tying it to lack. Who do you? It's not about what you like. It's about, okay, does this thing work? Is it going to help me out of this thing? Is it going to help my family? I am in. That was what I did. That was what I did. Ladies and gentlemen, don't choose comfort at the age of labor. A lot of us, at the age you are right now, is the age that you will rebuild your family status. But you are choosing comfort at the age of labor. So when the chiefs are down, what happens? You become a grandfather. That is a liability. You become God forbid, not for anybody under my voice tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know that there are some grandfathers, they are now that grandpa is coming, the children are frowning because they know that is a burden. But how about you are the kind of grandpa that you are coming, the children are very, very happy. It's choices. It's choices. Please, my dear brothers, let us make the right choice, because ignorance is not a demon you can cast out. Tomorrow is Sunday now. A lot of us, we cast and bind. But at the end of the day, we still remain where we are. The only cure for ignorance is knowledge. And I want to believe that tonight you have been face to face with that life-changing knowledge. Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is superpower. So do you want power? Do you want superpower? It's all about your choices. Because if you fail to plan, you have already planned to fail. That is what has happened to these people. Some of them have put in 35, 40 years. I know somebody that put in 47 years on the job. Are we together? But what is he retiring with? Is he retiring broke? That's a very big error. Okay? So, for you to know that what I have shared with you tonight is something that has changed a lot of people, and that it also has the power, the capability of changing you. Look at this couple in 2010. Look at them. Look at them closely. Because the transformation power of this system happened to them. You may not, if you don't look closely, you may not recognize them. Look at them. Look at transformation. So my question right now is this. Look at handsome man and beautiful lady. See them when poverty was dealing with them. Now they started dealing with poverty. Look at change. Hey, under fire poverty. Look at change now. Look at change. Look at change. Please, somebody give me, I want change. I want change. Change happened to this man. Look at him in 2015. See him in 2018. See him now. That is the power of change. It's not the kind of change they promise us during politics. I will change this, I change that. When they come, is a different ball game. Look at this guy. Look at change. What will your own change be looking like in the next 10 years, 20 years to come? It will depend on your choices and your actions. I want change, I beg. Me, I want change. Yes, look at it. And that change can actually happen to you. It can happen to you. Because if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. What you're having right now, the person talking to you, of course, I believe you know that I'm a retiree. But do you know that how many years I worked? I never had like, thank you, my friend. She says, I want change. I want change. Yes, thunder, fire, poverty. Since I saw this system, that has become my slang, thunder, fire, poverty. Because you know what? Growing up as a child, if you ask me now, I can write how many episodes about poverty. I can tell you about poverty. I can describe it because I have slept with it. Look at it. This was the change, or this is the change that changed me. Because trust me, this money, this 1.2 million, it didn't even take me a week. Yeah. There are people in this same system on daily basis. If they make 2 million, they didn't make money. So why am I sharing this? I'm just sharing this to let you know that you too can do it. So have a look at some of our partners. If these people, former presidents, former governors, can become partners of this system, who are you now that you will now come and say, it's not my passion, it's not my type of thing? Please, my dear friends, it's not about passion. So do you know that in the real sense of it, if you should quantify the exact amount that this system is worth, it runs in millions. It runs in millions. It runs in millions. And that is to say, God Almighty saw me before this system was built. God saw me. Because if it was something, if I needed something like 500,000, I won't be where I am today. Because as little as the money that was required, I still had to borrow it. I still borrowed it. In fact, I had to use my office ID card to borrow that money. Why? Because I told myself enough is enough. How long will I continue giving excuses? How long? Do you know the meaning of poor? P-O-O-R. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. I know that this is not the first time you're coming across opportunity. You might have also seen something like this or done something like this. I want to announce something to somebody tonight. Are you aware that to be rich is hard? To be poor is hard. To be rich is hard. To be broke is hard. Which one is your own heart? Which heart do you want to choose going forward? Friends, for that brother or sister who is ready to say, I want to choose the better heart. The better heart is that you have the money. The better heart is that you put in effort, make the money so that you can afford the good things of life. Are you aware today that a lot of families are losing their loved ones just because of small amount of money? Somebody say, God forbid. And we can't afford to keep waiting until it happens. No. We have to make haste while the sun shines. Now, for this account number, if you know that you're in Abuja, okay, and you want to be selected, you want to take advantage of this opportunity, you are eligible to pay to this account number. But if you are not in Abuja, if you are not connecting from Abuja, please, one thing you have to do is quickly get back to the person that gave you this link, okay? That person that gave you this link is an angel from God. Is an answer to your prayer. Yes, this 26, you can still redefine it. You can. Trust me, power of duplication will work for you. Power of team will work for you. Power of system will work for you. Smart work will work for you. Yes, it will work for you. Get to understand that all those excuses are just there to excuse the good life, the beautiful lifestyle that you deserve. So this night is that night that you are going to excuse those excuses so that they will allow you to live the God-given life. You and I are aware, for us that are Christians, God is interested. God is happy. You make God happy when you have the wealth. Because you can't be a good pastor without money. You can't. You cannot be a good father, grandfather. You can't be anything good without money. I want somebody to challenge me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you are that person, that change agent that will happen to your family. Stop looking back. Stop allowing the next generation to continue the fight when you have what it takes today to end that fight. At this point, I want to say congratulations to you for being here and also staying till the end. And then, of course, for that person that will take advantage of this opportunity, especially tonight, to say enough is enough. Call up whoever gave you this link and get started tonight. You understand? Get started. And then, of course, that means that from next week, you're already doing what? Building a system, building a leverage, building a team. Have you seen when rich people are reading reporters that are saying something? Our team, our system. But for the poor man, me, myself, that is a very, very wrong language. And I trust God that from today, your language will change. Congratulations for being here and congratulations for staying till the end. I have amazing people in this house. Some people that have achieved so much, you know. I'm just going to unmute one of them, okay? Dream Achievers Mentor. Please, our time is already far gone, okay? Just use a word or two to encourage somebody tonight, to make sure that this night becomes a defining moment for him or her. Dream Achievers Mentor. Dream Achievers Mentor, you cannot unmute yourself if you can hear me. But if you cannot hear me, I want to, okay.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening, ma.
We can hear you, please go on.
Can you hear me?
You are loud and clear.
Can you hear me? Good evening, ma.
You are loud and clear, actually. We can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay, so that means you're having network issues. You're having network issues.
Network is bad, though.
Okay, network is bad on your at your
Good
end.
evening, ma. Can you hear me?
Yes, go on. Go on.
Good evening, ma. Can you hear me? Hello, good evening, ma. Hello. This network is bad, though.
We can hear you. Go on.
If anybody can hear me, please let's unmute ourselves and say I can hear you, or you should go to chat box and type I can hear you. Because like the network is bad at my side here, but I can see maybe.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, thank you. But I can see that the network has logged Coach Vera. the network has logged her out. So I greet each and every one of us. Congratulations on this tonight wonderful, powerful presentation. Please, I would like us to go to the chat box and thank and type God bless you, ma. God bless you, ma. God bless you, ma. Because all the time that she always dish out this wonderful presentation, you always give me joy. Always give me joy because this is the thing we are talking about to help Nigeria youth, Nigeria adults, Nigeria elderly people to get out of this poverty we are talking about. So every night that we are having this presentation, I always feel excited, especially for those who are a newcomer, who are the first timer attending this such of a wonderful presentation. And for those of us who are already inside, it's a good privilege for us to try to share the link across to our friends and family. In this hard time of Nigeria, this is when the entrepreneur awards I do cash out. A lot of people are outside there, the kind of job they are doing, the kind of money they are making, they are not okay with it, they are not happy. And you as a person, you have this wonderful opportunity which you can share with your friends and family, which they can be able to thank you later, but you insist not to share it. So I always feel happy for anyone who is the first timer coming to this wonderful presentation, either on Thursday night or Saturday night like this, because the person come to the right place at the right time. This wonderful company that we are talking about is a company we have turned an ordinary people to extraordinary millionaire for over 20 years be in existence. And they still keep on doing it. Someone like me, who I come across of this wonderful company, let me say 2023 precisely. If I say I should start counting the kind of miracle this company have done in my life, I will not even be able to finish it. So when this kind of company is existing under the world, and you have the privilege to have access to such company, that means you are already a light to other people's darkness. So that is why anytime you come here, you're listening to this kind of opportunity, don't keep it to yourself alone. You might be the next person opportunity answer prayer. Someone have been praying overnight. Someone have been praying day and night. You might be the answer of the prayer of the person. You just need to plug into this power of leverage and help other people as well to see the light that you are talking about. So, and if you could be able to use the privilege that you saw in this wonderful opportunity, your entire generation will never be poor again. Because like my Coach Vera said, many things that delay many Nigerian or many poor people is that they want instant gratification. That's why they make the example of if they say they want to give you 300,000 every month, or they want to give you every day, or they want to give you ₦1. Many people will rush and take the 300,000 without knowing that ₦1 that duplicates in 30 days will equally to 1 billion naira. So in this such a wonderful opportunity, you have access to it. You are already a light. You are already an answer prayer to someone's prayer. So if you are new tonight, make sure you get back to someone that gave you the link and let the person know that you want to plug in instantly, whereby you could be able to have access to the mentorship and have access to the leverage. You have access to meet all the positive-minded people. You not be surrounding yourself with those who that they are poor. Their thinking is poor. They think maybe success is not possible. No, that dream that you have is valid. That your vision is real. But we are being in a poor nation. That doesn't mean you should poor, because there is many wealthy people in a poor nation. You need to take yourself out of the poor people and become part of the wealthy people in the poor nation. But if you keep on blaming the government, keep on blaming the country, we should not forget that this government that we are blaming, this country that we are blaming, there is number large of people which are doing very well on a daily basis. So it is yourself you need to check. And for you to be in this wonderful presentation tonight, God has given you an answer to your prayer that you have been praying. So I want you to make use of the opportunity and make sure you get started and you get connected so that you can be able to start enjoying what leverage is. So what you do now is just that make sure you get back to someone that give you the link and let the person know that you want to start immediately so that you can be able to have access to the privilege. So our coach Vera that we need to end the meeting for us. I don't know why the network have thrown her away and she's unable to find herself back into the group. So I think this is the end of the presentation tonight already. And as we now see Coach Vera, I don't know how he's going to end this tonight's presentation. I don't know who is the host. Dr. Adenuga. Dr. Adenuga, I can see that you are the host now. You are the host. Dr. Adenuga, are you there? Dr. Adenuga, are you there, sir?
Thank you, Tiba.
Well done, sir.
Well done. We appreciate your contribution. You know, I think we have had it all tonight. Let's just make the best out of it. And the good Lord will guide us in Jesus' name. So I think we just need to close.
Yes, just have to end the meeting because Vera is not available.
Yeah. So until Monday again, don't please invite people for Monday. Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Good night. Have a good night. Take care.